It's your boy Unicorn Rider for Trap House Detail. Today we're going to be working on this Challenger right here. It's orange. It looks pretty good right now. And today what we're going to do is we're going to do IGL Premier Ceramic Sealant. So let me show you what the product is and then we're going to start. All right, so here it is, IGL Premier water-based polysiloxane sealant. It's a pretty much an SiO2, but it's really freaking good. Anyways, so this is what we're going to use today to do the detail on the Challenger behind me. IGL Premier is a very durable sealant. One layer will add up to 6 months of protection and leave behind a very glassy finish. If you do 2 layers, it'll extend that protection out to about a year, and it also increases the gloss. This is also the product that's used to maintain any of the IGL ceramic coatings, so from poly, quartz, quartz plus to Kenzo. And it can also be used as a standalone, as we're going to use it like that today. So after we make this, after we do this little part right here, we're going to start to do the full exterior detail for the vehicle, and then we're going to apply this. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and check it out. All right. Oh, and if you want to pick this up, you can pick this up from IGL Coatings USA. It's available to everybody. No certification needed for this, and it's also a great way to get into ceramic coating. So go ahead and check them out. All right, let's start the show. All right, and here it is, the Dodge Challenger RT Scatpack. The color on this car is called Cinnamon Stick. It doesn't really look like a cinnamon stick, but the color nonetheless is pretty awesome. It's more like a burnt orange. A couple of specs on this car: it weighs about 4,230 pounds, 475 foot-pounds of torque, and 485 horsepower. So the car can get up when you get on the gas. Pretty cool. The Challenger 50th anniversary badging right there lets you know that it's a 50th anniversary. And also these cars come with an appearance package, which allows you to pick the shaker hood and also gives it the body match color, which is a really nice touch on a car like this. It makes it look more aggressive. The interior has a couple of updated pieces, such as the gold on the Speedo. That's part of the 50th anniversary. So is the floor mats. And the seats have the embossed or embroidered SRT logo on them, which is another nice touch. So all in all, the car looks cool. A cool car to detail. Let's get started. We're gonna get this detail started off with some spot-free water that I picked up from my local detail shop. The soap that we're gonna be using for today's detail is 3D's Super Pre-Soak. It's a high pH soap that's designed to remove waxes and sealants and really just gives us a nice surface so that we can continue the detail and move on to like the clay bar and the BDX. So you wanna make sure you remove all those old waxes and sealants. So first, what I like to do is I like to first foam the car, and now we're rinsing the car off just to get any loose debris off the tires, off the paintwork. It just makes it a whole lot easier so that you don't have to trap big debris in the wash mitt. Now these wheels are in pretty good condition. They weren't really dirty at all. They didn't really have any brake dust. So we're gonna be using 3D Super Wheel Cleaner. We're not gonna scrub them because it doesn't need it at all. We're just gonna let the chemical do the work, and then we're gonna pressure wash it off, and that'll be done for these tires. Sometimes it is important to scrub the wheels, but in this situation it's not needed. So these wheels will clean up real nice without any of the hard labor involved with cleaning wheels. All right, so we finished cleaning the wheels. The wheels are clean. It's definitely important to clean those wheels first before you move on to any other steps, whether it's a wash or a detail. You don't want to kick any of that brake dust up on the paintwork. It's just something you don't want to do, so make sure you clean those wheels first. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to refoam the car. We're refoaming the car again with the same 3D Super Pre-Soak. And then we're going to take our wash mitt and we're going to start from top to bottom. We're going to go through the whole car, and then we're also using our 2-bucket method to make sure that we don't install any more defects. Some people don't like the 2-bucket method. I do like the 2 bucket method because I've tried different methods, and to me, 2 bucket method works for me. Always make sure your wash mitts and your drying media is fresh and clean. I wanted to apologize to you guys. There's an hour of video that I wasn't able to get because my phone overheated, so I had to stop recording. The steps that are missing in this video is that I used a clay mitt to clay the car. The reason I used the clay mitt was because it's not as abrasive, I feel, as the actual clay bar. So it was a really good choice for this car, seeing as it was new and I think it only had like 1,000 miles on it. From there, we moved on to using the iron remover, BDX. That's a 3D's iron remover. So we use that on the car to get rid of any, iron fallouts or pollutants. So that was the last step before we got to the rinsing part, which is what you're seeing right now. And now that we're on the final rinse, we're just gonna make sure to get all the soap off of the car. And then we're gonna move on to hand drying the car. And then we're going to air dry the car. So we're gonna do both. All right, so now we're gonna get to the physical drying of the car. One of the most important things when actually drying a car with a towel is, one, not to use a lot of pressure. So I'm just loosely letting the towel do what it needs to do to soak up the water. And two, you wanna have clean drying media. You don't want to use anything old or anything that you used on a dirty car and use it again on another car. That's just not the right way to do it. And if that towel hits the ground, well, it's too bad. It's time to throw it away. So definitely pay attention and keep an eye out as far as how your towels are looking before you even put it on a customer's car. Super important. After we get done drying this car, we're going to switch over to our air dryer, and we're going to use the air dryer to dry the tires, not to clean, to dry the tires, dry the wheels, and also get all the nooks and crannies in the car. Get the grill, because these grills would be impossible to dry just with a drying towel. So it's very helpful to get into all those little spots and blow out all that water before you move on to the actual laying down the protection that we're going to lay down today, which is Premier. Now that the car is dry, we're going to go ahead and use some IGL pre-coat. Pre-coat is an IPA styled wipe. It's really good at removing polishes, waxes, and sealants. So all you got to do is spray it into the towel and massage it into the paint, and then flip your towel over and then buff the excess off. And when you touch the paint, it should feel very dry. If it doesn't feel dry, something didn't go right. But moving on, we're gonna bust out the Premier. We just spray it onto the panel, and then you take your new towel and you massage that into the paint. It's a pretty good idea to use crosshatch patterns, as that's gonna get you ready to install future ceramic coatings if you decide to go with IGL. So just go ahead and massage it into the paint. I like to spray across on large panels like this. I like to spray, and then we'll just massage it into the door, and then we'll use a pattern so that we can make sure we get all the even coverage for the door. And this product is super easy to use. I mean, really easy to use. The only thing is, you probably don't want to use it in the sun. I've had it flash on me pretty bad, so I had to use some Premier to remove the defect that I installed, and it came out fine. So definitely don't use it in the sun. And once you're done buffing it off, you're gonna get a nice glass-like shine, and it's gonna make you look like a superstar. Thank you guys for sticking around for this video. It's a little bit hard for me to make videos this long with commentary, but we're getting better at it, guys. And now, after we're done buffing this off, I'm gonna show you the hydrophobic capabilities, and check this out. Look at that. So we came back, I think a week later, to check in on the car and give it a wash, and look at how it beads. I'd say that looks pretty good. Almost reminds me of ceramic. I mean, it is ceramic, but you know, it looks wild to me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Man, that looks damn good. All right, guys, let's go with some cinematics.
buster, you need it, I'll bleed it. Geeking off a perkin', bitch, I'm feeling like a demon. Bitch, I came in, drifting on the pavement. Pass me the stainless, I'm mask off, faceless. Rider, buster, you need it, I'll bleed it. Geeking off a perkin', bitch, I'm feeling like a demon. Bitch, I came in, drifting on the pavement. Pass me the stainless, I'm mask off, faceless. Fuck it up, bitches fuck with me like a double cup. Pouring up, pull up to the scene with a double dutch. Buckle up, racing on the street with a muscle front. Huddle up, fucking with my team, y'all be coming up. Ooh, none of these bitches ever heard about you. Zooming through the block with the murdered out coupe. Bulling with the Glock, I could do without you. Running with the clock, they forgot about you. Get rock, I'm tied with your bitch like a ziplock. Wristwatch, icy with the drip when it's hit top. Brit top, yeah, I caught a body with a headshot. Guess not, I'm a chili pepper, bitch, I'm red hot. Rider, buster, you need it, I'll bleed it. Geeking off a perkin', bitch, I'm feeling like